A powerful family, generations of law, and a secret that ended in blood. Alex Murdaugh stood over his wife and son, but the truth he hid was far darker. Be careful. Sometimes the monster is the person you trust the most. You must watch until the end to discover the chilling reason why a father would do the unthinkable. June 7th, 2021. A rainy night in South Carolina. A frantic 911 call shatters the silence. It's Alex Murdaugh. He claims he just arrived home to find his wife and son shot dead near the dog kennels. His voice is shaking, but is it fear or is it an act? The dynasty was about to crumble. While the world grieved Maggie and Paul, the attention turned to the eldest son, Buster. For years, rumors swirled in the small town about a local high school boy, Stephen Smith, found dead in the road in 2015. His death was officially called an accident, but after the Murdaugh murders, the police opened the file again. Stephen's mother always claimed her son knew too much about the Murdaugh family. What truth did he carry? The darkness was spreading, and the secrets could no longer stay hidden. To understand the blood on Alex Murdaugh's hands, we must go back to 2019. A drunken boat ride led by his son, Paul, ended in a horrific crash, claiming the life of young Mallory Beach. The Murdaughs used their power to protect Paul, but the town had finally had enough. Legal pressure was mounting, and Alex's world was bleeding money. Was he being pushed into a corner? The perfect family image was shattered, and someone was going to pay the price. But who was the real target? As investigators dug deeper into the family's past, they found another body, Gloria Satterfield, the Murdaugh's loyal housekeeper for 20 years. In 2018, she reportedly tripped over the family dogs and fell down the stairs to her death. But something was wrong. Her sons never received the millions in insurance money Alex promised them. Where did that money go? Alex was spinning a web of lies and theft, and Gloria may have seen something she wasn't supposed to. Was her death really an accident, or was she just in the way? The night of the murders, Alex claimed he was visiting his sick mother, but investigators found a digital footprint that told a different story. His phone data showed him moving fast, very fast, around the property exactly when the shots rang out. Even more chilling, a video found on his son Paul's phone placed Alex at the crime scene just minutes before the execution. The grieving father was caught in a digital trap. The lies were falling apart, and the police were closing in. Months after the murders, a new tragedy struck. Alex Murdaugh was found on the side of a road with a gunshot wound to his head. He told police a stranger attacked him while he was changing a tire. But the truth was even more bizarre. Alex had hired a hitman to kill him, so his surviving son, Buster, could collect a $10 million insurance payout. The attack was a staged failure. Alex wasn't a victim. He was a desperate man trying to outrun his own shadow. The mask was finally slipping. While Alex was playing the victim, a massive secret was leaking from his law firm. He wasn't just a lawyer, he was a master thief. For over a decade, Alex had been stealing millions from his own clients, people who were injured, poor, and desperate. On the very morning of the murders, his firm confronted him about missing money. The walls were closing in, and his reputation was about to burn. Investigators began to wonder, did Alex kill his family to create a distraction and gain sympathy? The motive was finally becoming clear. For months, Alex insisted he was nowhere near the dog kennels when the murders happened. He said he was sleeping. But then, the FBI unlocked Paul's phone. They found a video recorded at 8:44 p.m., just minutes before the shooting. In the background of that video, 3 distinct voices can be heard: Paul, Maggie, and a third man. Witnesses identified that third voice as Alex Murdaugh. He was there. He lied to the police, and now, his dead son's phone was testifying against him from the grave. The trap was set. The crime scene at the dog kennels revealed a chilling detail. 2 different weapons were used. Maggie was killed with a rifle, and Paul was shot with a shotgun. Investigators believe this was a calculated move to make it look like there were 2 shooters, a professional hit. But the evidence suggested otherwise. Both guns belonged to the Murdaugh family. Alex wasn't just a father. He was a cold-blooded tactician who used his own family's weapons to execute them. The stranger danger story was officially dead. There was only one monster on the property that night. When police arrived on the night of the murders, they noticed something odd. Alex Murdaugh was remarkably clean for someone who had just found 2 bloody bodies. Earlier that day, he was seen on camera wearing a different shirt. Where was that blue shirt now? Investigators believe he disposed of his bloody clothes and the weapons before the police arrived. Years of legal knowledge had taught him how to hide a crime, but it wasn't enough to hide the truth. The net was tightening, and the golden boy of South Carolina was running out of time. Where did all the stolen millions go? The answer was hidden in Alex's bloodstream. He confessed to a massive 20-year addiction to opioids, claiming he spent thousands of dollars every week on pills. His lawyers used this to explain his erratic behavior and the money he stole from clients. They wanted the jury to see him as a sick man, not a killer. But the prosecution had a different theory. Was the addiction just another lie to gain sympathy? Or was the monster fueled by more than just greed? The trial was about to get explosive. In a shocking move, Alex Murdaugh decided to testify in his own defense. He looked the jury in the eye and finally admitted to the lie that haunted him. "I lied to them," he said, confessing he was indeed at the dog kennels that night. He blamed his addiction for his paranoia and his lies to the police. He cried, he sobbed, and he swore he would never hurt Mags and Paw Paw. But was it a performance of a lifetime or the tears of a broken man? The prosecution was ready to tear his story apart piece by piece. Alex thought his tears would save him, but Prosecutor Crichton Waters was waiting. For hours, he grilled Alex on every single lie, every stolen dollar, and every missing minute. He pointed out the cold truth. Alex only admitted he was at the kennels because he was caught on video. "You looked them in the eye while you stole their money, just like you're looking at this jury now," Waters thundered. The charming lawyer persona was gone. Under the pressure, the world saw a man who was a calculated, lifelong deceiver. The end was near. After 6 weeks of testimony and hundreds of pieces of evidence, the jury went into a room to decide Alex Murdaugh's fate. It took them less than 3 hours. In the quiet courtroom, the clerk read the words the world was waiting for. "Guilty." Alex stood there blinking, showing no emotion as his legacy finally turned to dust. Justice had come for Maggie and Paul. The dynasty was officially over, and the man who thought he was above the law was now just another prisoner. Judge Clifton Newman didn't hold back. He looked at Alex and called him a monster who would have to see Maggie and Paul in his dreams every night. The sentence was clear: 2 consecutive life terms in prison without the possibility of parole. The Murdaugh name, once the most powerful in South Carolina, was now a symbol of greed and betrayal. Alex Murdaugh entered a cold cell, leaving behind a trail of broken lives and dark secrets. The dynasty had fallen, and for the first time in a century, the town could finally breathe. The end.